I'm gonna get back to that story, Sonny. Just, just you listen to Boomer Great One. He's gonna tell you about how it was back in the olden days, back before fire, back when we walked uphill for everything. In fact, we didn't even have a concept of downhill because there was no downhill. Everything was uphill. We thought that was normal. We didn't even have a word for it because there was no alternative. It was uphill all the time. You just need to reach down and grab yourselves by your bootstraps and pull yourselves up, Sonny. Because when I was your age, I bought a house for $25,000. And I made that money on my paper route and bussing tables at the local cafe. And if I could do it, you can do it too. You just need to reach down and pull yourself up and just buckle up there, buckaroo. God, I hate boomers.
God damn, man. Past couple days, the response was ferocious and fierce. The day the number didn't go up. How dare that stock, how dare asset prices go down during the baby boomers' reign? By God, if there's just one baby boomer left alive, we don't care if she's 173 years old, that stock market and those housing prices and tuition prices and car prices, they must perpetually go up. So Gertrude might have a fully funded and 3 home owning retirement with a boat and an RV. How dare Donald Trump did you see how I'm not joking actually about that. That was pretty quick and swift where every expert who was an expert. Tariffs are bad. Trump bad. Economy collapsing. Like the stock market is off by 15%. Chill the fuck out. Oh my God, everything's horrible. How dare we remember when you boomers just like kicked all the manufacturing out under Clinton because he was fucking one of his aides? And that was fun. That was good. That was cool. See, in boomer land, it was okay to have sex with your whatever, secretary, mistress, whatever, interns. That was cool. Now, no, we can't. Remember the free love that everyone had, office parties, and oh my God, maybe you had sex with the secretary and everyone got along. Yes, that doesn't, no, you guys, you get sued and you lose your job. And then we had the Anita Hill thing. We put a kibosh to that. The gall of some people to lower stock prices right on the precipice of you guys retiring. Because what? The stock market going up 2,700% or whatever it is since 1975. That's not enough for you, huh? Oh my God, young people might be able to afford some index funds now. They might be able to start an IRA. It says, by the way, hang on, let me take a look at the S&P 500 PE ratio, which is the true measure of whether or not, where are we at today? It should be at 15. Look at this. Even after the crash, it's down to 27. You boomers, look at this, going back to all the way. You guys bought in when it was like a PE of 15. I mean, very, very, very short version for those of you without a financial background. You're paying twice as much for stocks relative for earnings. Come on, baby, light my fire generator. How dare it go down 10%? Don't you know Herman has to go get a new ball sack attached or whatever at the expense of Medicare, Medicaid? It's not enough you get 15.3% everybody's income. It's not enough that you get free health care. God damn it, your 401k went down 15%. Your grandchildren might be able to start an IRA. But I am an understanding Gen Xer. I am a humble Gen Xer. I'm a magnanimous Gen Xer. And hate is not the path. Hate is not the path. I understand you baby boomers are apoplectic, that number go down. But let's make some lemonade out of lemons, okay? All right. As an economist, I'm going to give you baby boomers some advice, okay, to help you overcome this 15% drop. I haven't looked it up. Maybe it's up, it's down. I don't know. Hang on, let me. You know what'd be funny is if it recovered and this was all about nothing. What is the? I'll just look up Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's easier to type that in. What is it? It's it was at 31,000. It jumped. It jumped 8% today? Are we back to where we were? Hang on. Let me go a month. You're down. What is 2 divided by 40? Is that 2.5%? Hang on. 2 divided by 40. What happened here? You're down 5%. You're down 5. Oh, kill Trump. Oh my God, the tariffs are and it's ending. I hate Elon. Let's key some Teslas. It's down 5%. But it's still 5. Number can't go down. We're boomers, damn you. So I have financial advice here for you boomers, okay? I know some of you might be struggling financially because I don't know, you're on your 8th divorce and you got your 7th RV. What I don't know what you boomers do. But these are some tips, some wisdom, some advice I as an economist would like to give you boomers in case you're running into financial trouble, okay? So I know most of you are still working, so this will apply generally, but for those who aren't, how about this? Number 1, get a job. Go out there and get a job, okay? Just go out, get a job. Step 1. For those of you who, don't have one. Number 2, for those of you with a job, like you got to work because, you're on your 12th divorce and what, I don't know. Lord knows what lurks in the balance sheet of baby boomers. Here's another bit of advice. Get a second job. Have you thought about working a second job? Have you thought about that? Burn the old midnight oil? And for those of you, so I already got a daytime job and I got a second job. Have you thought about working a third job? Some more advice for you there. Okay? Another bit of advice. Well, I'm not making as much as I'd like to. I can't find a job. It's hard finding a job. You're just not trying hard enough. But I understand. Have you tried networking and attending some network events? See, it's not what you know. It's who you know. So if you go to these schools and these recruitment places and these conventions, why don't you bring a stack of resumes and spend 4 hours going up to complete random strangers that have no interest in you and say, hello, good sir, madam. I would be interested in becoming an employee. So why don't you spend months cumulatively going to network events and begging like a fucking homeless man at the end, just hobnobbing. Get a bunch of business cards and you write that down. Did you do a follow-up call? You should do a follow-up call. But you get networking. Networking, that's real important. Have you tried writing a good cover letter? Just a good, solid, standard cover letter. Have you tried that? Betcha. That'll get you the job. Now, this is high level. This is supreme. This is top-notch Bain McKinsey consulting. This is gray pube level consulting. Have you tried when you send in the cover letter? Don't use like regular white paper like this. They have these nice professional, thicker gauge, patterned. They look like concrete. Have you tried putting your cover letter and resume on one of those high-end pieces of paper? They're only 50 cents a sheet, but I think with a well-crafted cover letter and on some really fine paper, and have you tried stapling your business card? I don't know. You don't have to have a business, but why don't you have a business card? Why don't you staple it to the top? Or you just get a job lickety-split like that. For those of you with jobs, you need a little bit of extra money, make up for your tragic 5% loss on the stock market. Have you tried going in early and then leaving late, right? Prove to your boss you're a corporate man. You're loyal to. Have you tried loyalty? Corporate employers, they value nothing more than loyalty. They reward that. They're very meritocratic. Yeah, I think if you just sacrifice, like Why don't you give up your pickleball and your golf? Okay. And why don't you go in at like 5 a.m. and to show loyalty, which will be rewarded, you stick around till 7. But here's a better idea. Don't leave until the boss leaves. That shows dedication. And then who knows, in 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 years' time, you might get a promotion. That's how it works. Have you considered getting an MBA? Because you can't put a price on education. That will distinguish you from all the other people with bachelor's degree, And you can't, I know the executive MBA program at the Carlson School of Management is like legit, like 90 grand or some fucking bullshit price. But you can ignore that 90 grand because you can't put a price on education. Matter of fact, I think what you boomers should do, you should sign up for student loans at 7.5% that you have no hope of repaying for the next 20 years. I think that's what you could cut. What did I just say? You can't put a price on education. All right, there you go. Have you considered CPE? Because you can't put a price on it, but education never ends. It's a lifelong process. Continual improvement. Now, we could cut it off right here. We could cut it off right about there, right? And throw that half away or this third away. Because this one right here is going to guarantee you baby boomers make all that extra money in the world. Have you tried this? A good firm handshake. Have you tried a good firm handshake? Huh? Shows the man you're serious. It's a good firm handshake. That's all. And now you got a living wage. You could buy a house. And then you go to the banker, say, hey, can I get a loan at 5%? And the banker will look at you and he says, well, not at 5%. But then you give him a good firm handshake. Oh, this man deserves a 3.1% interest rate. Oh, I didn't know your handshake was that firm. Oh, here you go, a 3% interest rate. Are you looking for a job? Now, very important. When you give him a handshake, you look him in the eye, and that's going to get you the job. That'll get you a job. Living wage job where you could pay for a house with affordable housing, pay off your mortgages, your student loan debt, and your car debt, and your this debt, and your wife's debt, and all the other kids' debt, and pay for the kids' way through college and make up for that 5%. If you look them in the eye, by gosh, they'll give you a 20% raise right there. Okay. Now, here's a much more direct approach for you baby boomers. Have you thought about just walking on down to the factory and asking for a job? You just walk in there. Just walk in there to the factory and say, I'm looking for a job. Oh, my God, look at the balls on this guy. Well, here's your living wage job, sir. But you boomers, you got years experience. Here's your 6-figure job, sir. If you give them a firm handshake, like you introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Herman McHermanson, the boomer the fourth. I just tried to walk down here, look for a job. Do you have some that pays 6 figures plus with full medical benefits and a retirement plan? But when you introduce yourself, you give him a firm handshake. You look him in the eye, that guy's going to cum his pants. He's going to give you a $250,000 job a year right there. Your 5% loss on your 401k portfolio taken care of just like that. Have you tried doing without? Have you tried that? I know everyone who's 60 and older needs themselves 4 luxury SUVs and 3 houses, 1 in the cabin, 1 down south, because we don't do snow anymore, although I'm a hypocrite on that one. Have you just tried doing without? Maybe you don't have to eat steak dinner every Tuesday. Just do without. Like tell your kids, like, well, why do you do without? You don't need a place to live. You don't need a reliable car. Just do without. And now, have you tried prayer? Guy upstairs? Have you tried that? Have you tried prayer? He controls everything, so pretty much all this list is bullshit. But have you tried prayer? Maybe that'll get your 5% back. And I won't worry about it. You know why? Because The Lord has a plan. That's true. See, this is all, you don't have to, why'd you get worried the past 5 days? The Lord has a plan. And you know what else he has? He's going to do this. He's going to provide. So you don't have to do nothing. You just got to sit on your ass and listen to a little bit of Come On Baby Light My Fire. And then your first 3 marriages were a fucking shit show. But the Lord had a plan. And at the age of 87, you're going to find the true love of your life on your 4th marriage. And then everything will just be okay because the Lord has a plan and the Lord will provide. And then you get your $250,000 a year job because you didn't put a price on education. And the firm handshake, don't forget, that's the most important thing, is the firm handshake. This all goes to shit. God's going to abandon you and forsaken you, and you're not allowed into heaven because St. Peter's going to be at the pearly gates. And you're going to say, hey, can I get in? He says, well, you followed all the rules and all that, but you gave a limp-wristed handshake because to hell with you. Oh, no, I didn't know that wasn't in the book. Yeah, you're not going to provide for you because you're a limp-wristed handshake. And then finally, you arrogant prick of a generation, have you tried pulling yourself up by your bootstraps? Have you just tried that? In the olden days, they used to have bootstrap stores. So you go buy some, you pull yourself up by them. But now, I don't know if they got bootstraps anymore. They should have a government program to finance you guys, in addition to your Social Security, some bootstraps, government-issued bootstraps. And that way you can pull yourself up by them. Link below is a link to a book called Bachelor Pad Economics. If any of you real adult people would like to get your financial shit together, it's too late for you boomers. You guys are a lampoonable clown of a generation now. But for the younger generation that don't want to be like, consider getting my book, Bachelor Pad Economics, the Financial Advice Bible for Men. Also, I have a course out there called Achieving Financial Excellence. Unlike material things and fucking stuff and boats and Lord knows whatever else you baby boomers pissed your life away on, financial planning and financial excellence is much easier to attain if you're not pissing away your money all the time and you have the right life priorities. So that course is available on Teachable. It's $100. I don't know, maybe you want to take a look at that. And if you're looking to really get long-term strategic planning, getting your financial shit together and getting your life together, I don't know who needs to hear this, but happiness doesn't come from granite countertops or luxury SUVs or whatever other horseshit you guys pissed away the past 75 years. It comes from other things that make your life a lot easier, more enjoyable, and a lot of it is in here along with the philosophy. The list is here. I'll show you the list. That's the list. This is your to-do list in life. And I printed it in the back with little circles next to it so you can check mark it. This is not for you boomers. This is for people who have a life. It's for people who have a future, and hopefully they don't fucking piss it away like you guys did. So there's a lot of things in here that will make it so that if the stock market goes down by 5% when you're 78 years old, you're not, Trump, terrorists, you take debit kids. How dare you have affordable? It's still not affordable. Still a P of 27. And if you guys got questions, assholeconsulting.com. You know what? Here's another thing. For those of you that were raised by baby boomers and more modernly Gen X, because you may want to take this course I have called The Dad You Never Had. Because God, no parents in America are doing the job right. So because I get at Asshole Consulting, I get a lot of requests on shit your dad should have told you. But oh my God, single moms are the greatest, right? Divorce is amazing, right? Boomer feminist ladies. Ooh, you knew what you were doing. Why is the debt so high? So since that wisdom is gone, I had to put together a course that kind of answers the same questions they get all the time from younger people whose dads didn't guide them because the dads wasn't around. It's called The Dad You Never Had. That's available on Teachable, but I don't think I have that link below. But there's some advice to you baby boomers, right? If I had to choose networking, firm handshake, and bootstraps, that's the quick version. But there's some pretty good wisdom in there that you guys should follow. Go to the super chats. Make it a doc, $5. Not telling boomers to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. They would like it too much. They didn't. There's no. Some did. Yeah, there's always good and bad in every generation. But no, they had it life on easy mode. I don't care. We had to work hard. It's like, yeah, and I looked at inflation adjusted prices. No, you had a lot easier. Green Schwartz for $5. Pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. The stock can't go down. Herman at 68 just got divorced and needs to buy a house. I know. That article where I read about gray divorce. I'm like, so you're all just a bunch of fucking petulant little children, don't know what the fuck you were doing the entire time. Let me guess. Let's print off some more money. Somebody think of the children. Oh, I mean, like, so you're going to raise your children? Oh, God, no, we're dropping them off at daycare. Our women, they got to go and work and get master's degrees. Otherwise, they won't have a full life. We have to do what Oprah says. Oh, my God, Oprah. You guys, look at you guys now. You followed her advice, or half the population did. I won't say which half. Half the population followed that woman's advice. Where are you guys now? I'm alone. I'm on a fixed income. The socialism isn't covering my expenses. I need more food for my kitty cat. Come on, baby, light my fire. Dre, $5. They need to hit the ground. Oh, Dre. Oh my God, Dre. He's the young guy. He's the pro. The student has outshone the master. You're right. I forgot. Baby boomers are our agent in the field, Dre. He asks you, have you considered hitting the ground running and steep learning curves? Have you considered that? Just got to hit the ground running. Okay? Just run right now. And then when the floor will fall beneath you, we'll be in a plane 10,000 feet up, and you hit the ground and shoom, you take off like a shot. Thank you, Dre. I apologize for not providing baby boomers that advice. Give firm handshakes. They can start back up their paper route. Dre again, $2 McCappy. Boomers have the sacred promise of number go up. Right, they do, which is why they're I'm furious too. How dare the stock market go down? You know what's funny is, I'm on the older end, and it I guess if we were looking at it actuarially and statistically, I should start becoming a boomer now, right? I should start cheering for you kids paying more in taxes. I should start defending Social Security and Medicare. I should probably be migrating from equities to fixed income and wanting the stock market to go out. And I definitely should not want housing prices to go down, even though it technically doesn't affect me, but the value of my house and all that. I can't do it, man. I just can't be that selfish. It's not even morality. It's a fact. There's a younger generation. There's younger people. They're the future. Why can't you? I'm not saying making it easy for them. But my God, you told all these dipshit kids to go to college. None of them went into trades, right? Because, oh my God, you don't want to be an electrician. Oh, now you're all wondering where the housing is. You guys lose your apoplectic shit because the stock market. Look at that. Dude, did I time it? I bought, dude, it's not going to repeat itself. I'd be a rich man if it repeated itself. I made that contribution to my SEP IRA 2 days before the crash. The crash, it started, and I bought the second day, and it went down again. I bought the next day, and that was my contribution to the SEP IRA. I invested it all, and then it's going back up. That could go down again, in which case I'll be furious, and I'll blame that dag nabbit Trump and his tariffs and the young kids and China. You know what would really get the stock market up? Is if we streamlined and got rid of and phased out Social Security. That would a balanced budget where we're not doing Social Security anymore. You want to see the dollar increase? You want to see your stock price go up? Yeah, let's get rid of Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid. That'll boom the U.S. dollar. Well, let's not be hasty now. I don't know why boomers are worried. I just gave them the success to life is right. Would you guys like me to publish this? Like I can make billions of dollars like this here. This is just the world's wisdom. This is the greatest wisdom ever on how to succeed financially. I don't know why took so long to figure this out. Do you guys remember that paper where it was like the nice paper? It had like it looked like concrete or marble. Oh, the dumb shit they had us do. The dumb fucking shit. Bob, $2. Fuel the rage with Cappy Boomer edition. Oh, after all the shit I went through, after living and surviving all the lies and wasting an unrecoverable amount of time, money, and mental energy, I am going to the grave with my anger and rage. And I ain't listening to any of the gaslighters. Well, you should forgive and forget. Nope. Too much of an empire to build on hatred and rage. And I will have my revenge. I don't have to do anything to get my revenge. Because everyone living the lies, like living really shittily right now. Dre, $2. Night of the Pill. No. National debt will go down. There will be no night of the pill. None of that. On a serious note, you know why? People can't suffer if they're not alive. Think about that, Trey. What would it be like? You're so old and you don't know if you're going to be able to work the next day because you might have a stroke, right? And your finances are such shit. You got to keep working, right? Because whatever, you've mismanaged your entire life. You've also alienated your children, so they're not going to be of any help. That even presumes they themselves are financially capable of helping you because we just come on, baby, lighted our fire. We didn't like make an industrious economy. Hey, look at all the kids with their college degrees that serve coffee. You're not going to be able to support a family like that. And every day, not knowing if you got enough money, it's fascinating. No. Like, Night of the Pillow, which I disagree with, 100% being serious. Let's say the most despicable group of people, I'd have to sit and think about it, but let's just say you're feminists, right? You're 1960s feminists that I think pretty much do hate men, but there's room for different opinions and all that. Why would you Night of the Pillow? No, let them live. Let them be 85 and angry and pissed off because no man touched them. Let them be furious at men and the patriarchy. Trump is elected. Like, they got to be super pissed. Roe versus Wade got reversed. They're furious. Why? Because they're wrong. Because their entire value was about whether or not you could have fetus deletus at a national level. Like their entire lives was basically, we're not those rat bastards over there. We're women and we're great and amazing because of the way where they're born, and men suck, and the patriarchy, like a life of hate. And you want to end that suffering? No. They get what they want. They get their socialism. They get their government checks. They get to be kept alive in a government nursing home. Absolutely. You get to live in Section 8. You wanted it. You got it. Here you go. It ain't 1968 anymore. Free love and pot, man. Let them live. Dre, $2. Just follow your heart and the money will follow. Oh God, Dre. I'm sorry. I failed the baby boomers on this one. Have you baby boomers considered follow your heart and the money will follow? Like, what's your dream? What's your dream? What do you really want to do in life? Have you thought about that? Because the Lord will provide. What's your dream? I mean, you're 82, but you'll come on. You could women can have kids at 82. Your dream boat's right around the corner, ladies. You can open your coffee shop and have a kid and get married at 82. Yeah. Fucking Gregory Peck's right around the corner. There he is. Oh, make it, Doc, $2. I think we need more than a night. No. Guys, one, that's wrong and illegal. It's ethically wrong. Let's knock it off with the Night of the Pillow talk. All right. But two, get to the point where I am. Look, if you live in reality, yeah, life is hard and you got to work and all that, but at least reality is your friend and you make progress and you're sane. Could you imagine living in a world that isn't reality based where the most important thing is granite countertops, like American Beauty type of shit, or the way you were born, whichever variant trait based politics you want, or what your politics are, or your career, not the people in your life? Do you know how miserable these people are? You, there's no, there's no, you couldn't hurt them more than let them live. Let them be. Their entire existence on this planet has been a lie and pain. All was fun up front when everyone wanted to have sex. It was cool when you had a booming economy. But after a while, yeah, living for yourself, that fucking sucks. That really fucking sucks. Just let them be. Just let them be. Hell yeah, America. Fuck yeah. 10 generous dollars. Did you see the new study that is Social Security would go away, that 67% of boomers would be out in the streets? Yeah. They've been first, if about a third, now this is a while ago, a third didn't even have enough money to save for retirement or for retirement. Yeah, two-thirds would be out on the street. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I guess their GOS boomer advice on savings if almost 3/4 didn't save themselves. Yeah, I know whose problem it is. It's a them problem. Look, right here, and if you want, go get that course, Achieving Financial Excellence, so you're not the sad of a generation. Please make your life count. Please. Don't have it where you're pissed off and furious and in such bad financial shape that if the stock market goes down by 10%, you're going to eat cat food. Please. I know finances are boring. I know it's not exciting, but you know what really sucks a lot more than the boredom and the tedium of financial planning? Poverty. And if you could all stop getting married right now, that'd be great. And then you would avoid probably the second worst scourge of the boomer generation, and that would be divorce. And if you could kindly enough consider the children, if you bring them into this world, to at least stick together until they're 18, then you can get your divorce fest on or separate or whatever it is. There would be 3 things you guys could do. And then I'm not saying the United States would be fully healed and on the up and up, but it would drastically improve everybody's standards of living. Democrat, Republican, left, right. Can we get Drewski, $5. Why would I forgive someone who made the fully conscious decision to screw me over? Don't forgive them. No. Let them be. Isn't it the Chinese proverb, may you get everything you wish for? It's kind of like that. No, we're not doing Night of the Pillow. No Nights of the Pillow. No. No. We do not advocate this on that channel. We do not advocate that on this channel. We let nature the reality is way more vicious than you could ever possibly be. All right. We do not do that here. All right. We'll see you guys later, Toodles.